Well, I don't even know where to start. I guess I'll start from the beginning of my story. My name is Cecil Charles Kirk Jr. I was born to a Cecil Kirk and a Kathy Elaine Hayden in 1980. I grew up in a normal neighborhood with two younger sisters and a happy family. Sorry that I'm short of breath, but I just wanted to tell my story before it's too late or before I can't anymore. I grew up, like I said, in a normal family in the 80s, doing normal 80s stuff. There was none of this technology back then, so I figured out, why not? It's here now, you use it. I was at work at the age of 26, sitting in my work truck. I was a maintenance man. I thought I had the flu, so I went to urgent care. Well, the urgent care was kind of on the same track and gave me antibiotic. Well, the next morning, I woke up and all my blood was raising to the outer part of my skin. So my platelet was not holding. So I went to the emergency room. And that day was one of the worst days that I ever had. My girlfriend drove me. We went in. We sat for 2 hours. And then the doctor came in and told us the diagnosis. You have leukemia. Acute myeloid leukemia. One of the worst kind that you can get. But it ain't terminal. You can beat it if you work hard, stay strong, and have a strong, loving family to back you up. Well, I don't give up. So I fought, and I fought for that year, and I got in remission on the first round of chemo that I took. Well, a year after that, everything was getting back to normal, and I thought I was in the clear. But in the year of 08, I went to a checkup like any other normal year, and come to find out it has come back, and the only option is to a bone marrow transplant if I can find a transplant donor at Barnes Jewish Hospital in St. Louis. Well, I went on the list for a few months, and one day, all of a sudden, they called me and told me to get up there, that they found a donor type that will match me. I couldn't believe it. That's another second chance, maybe a third. So, went up there, got the transplant, was up there for about 175 days, maybe a little longer, maybe a little short. I don't remember all those days. But during that time, I had a illness in my stomach lining that caused it to eat or fail part of my colon and a little bit of my tubing and the lining of my stomach. I'll look up the name of it later. Well, that threw me back for a loop. I had to deal with that before I could do the transplant. So I went ahead, come up here back to the hospital here in Springfield, Missouri, at Cox South, and got a cut out and cleaned up and a colostomy back, and they saved part of my colon. That eventually I will be able to rehook back up and use the restroom normal. And I went through the bone transplant plan. They dropped me down to, I had no blood cell, no white blood, no platelets. I was non-existent. And then they brought in the donor and gave me a whole nother chance with his blood and his marrow. My hero. I don't know his name, didn't know nothing about him, just that he was willing to a complete stranger not donate once, but donate twice, because it was during an ice storm, and the first batch didn't make the ride to St. Louis. So my hero did it again. I got the bone marrows successfully transplanted, and I'm in remission again. In OA, doing good. My transplant doctor. My transplant doctor said there might be complications down the road for having a bone marrow transplant that time of the year in '08. They still didn't figure out all the quirks yet. My luck, and as it would go, I sure did. I had a skin disease called graft versus host disease, and it affects and tightens and blisters up the skin on the whole body, your largest organ, your skin. Well, I've been taking medicine to keep it at bay for the last 12 years. Another thing popped up. My lungs were holding water, and we could not figure it out why it was doing it. So after many x-ray, CT scan, doctors looking, other doctors, we thought we figured it out, and was to be able to drain the lungs of fluid, scar them up a little bit, and have the two linings, the outer and inner line, stick together where the fluids would not be able to stick, or fluid would not be able to build up between them to suffocate my lung. Well, last week I was able to get into a surgeon to do this. I'm on my deathbed again, fighting for my life, trying to figure out what's still going on. There was a complication with the seizure, and now my lungs are collapsing, or I'm sitting in a hospital room, hooked up to a pump, waiting to die. I'm not looking for money. I'm looking for an ideal out there that somebody would have, to maybe that I can't read, to maybe tell me something, a better way to go about inflating my lung and getting back to myself again. There's so many smart people out there in the world. I just know there's somebody out there that could help me. My doctors are confused. They don't know what else to do. So it's just up to me to put this out there and just see. I see it all the time. Miracles happen. But maybe I got one more in me. I'm going to work hard, and try to stay positive and get this done and get this figured out and live a long life with my girlfriend that for 20 years. She's been by my side the whole time. My family is one of my biggest supporters. If it wasn't for them, I would have been gone a long time ago. My family's my rock, and they are helping me to try to get this out there and to find somebody to give me a helping hand. Thank you for listening to my boring story, but I just wanted to try something. Since it's here, why not use it? The media. Thanks for reading my story. Hope to hear from someone soon. Bye.
Every breath you take, every move you make, every bond you break, every step you take, I'll be watching you. Every single day, and every word you say, every game you play, every night you stay, I'll be watching you. Oh, can't you see you belong to me? My poor heart aches with every step you take, every move you make, and every vow you break, every smile you fake, every